So this is an old Merkle manual operated meat slicer. And the reason we chose one of these slicers is you can see how perfectly it cuts the meat. It also moves the meat to the blade versus wedging the meat down onto the blade, which is very forceful. This very, very delicately moves the meat closer to the blade, and then the friction of the blade is moving at such a slow rate that it reduces the friction and it doesn't heat the fatty parts of the meat, or do you have any motor heat as well. So between the slow moving blade and no motor, you're getting it like as if you cut it by hand, which preserves all the flavor of the meat. You're getting the cured meat product as though it's cut by hand like they do in the old countries of Italy and Spain. It's a nice pile of prosciutto. Our philosophy here is always that everything here is for sampling, and the best way to get people interested in a new product or something they haven't tried before is just to hand it to them. You know. Also, a large selection of artisanal brews right next door. Sag Harbor beverage. So this. We opened 2 summers ago, and this is all prepared foods to go. Fresh fish on the weekends, prepared fish, all your favorites from mac and cheese, meatloaf. Some do a lot of kebabs, so lots of crab cakes, lobster rolls, all things like that. Basically, things change on a weekly basis. Like squash is in right now, so we're using the squash. We prepare everything here. We do small dinner parties from 4 to 40. All kinds of things. Like a lot of beach and boating here. You make little niçoise salad jars. You have everything in there you need. You can either right from the jar in the boat, dump it into a bowl and share it for 2. Couscous salad with pepper dews and zucchini beans. And 4 years ago, we opened our wine cellar, which is in the historic Umbrella House. All the herbs for the kitchen. We have sage, rosemary, thyme, scallions, peppers. And because we're Italian, we have fig trees. Look at that. Basically, we went into this trying to do smaller production wines, not carrying the mainstream wines that most people carry. Definitely food-driven, more so cheese-driven. This is Ambrose. And Ambrose, tell us about a couple of the wines you have around here.
Hi, Ambrose. Primarily focus on Italian, French, and West Coast wines. As Michael said, older world pairs very well with what we have next door in the cheese shop in the kitchen as well. The Festival Chardonnay. Pomonoc's one of our favorite local producers.